everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is David and it's good to see you here. When I'm filming this, it is the 1st of January, but it's a video that's coming up the Tuesday after. But it's just a day that I'm at home and I'm relaxing, and I'm gonna make a card. And I'm gonna use some stamps that I bought the other day. One is from Hero Arts, I think. No, not even. It's Hard Art Studios, and the other one is, what's it called? Impression Obsession Ink. I bought these, and if you are in the Netherlands, you know this, probably know the store Posthumous in Amsterdam, an exclusive brand, an exclusive stamp store. So I can't tag these products down below, but I just wanted to have some fun and play and do some relaxing bits, and for me that is coloring. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be stamping, coloring in with my Caran d'Ache luminous pencils, luminous, right? Yeah, the Caran d'Ache pencils, and use some gamsol to blend it all together. So without further ado, let's dive in and make a card, shall we? So here I've got my card base, I've got a card panel. I'm not sure yet exactly how I'm going to do it, but these beautiful stamps I'm going to use. I love this saying. So I'm going to put that on the card. This is a beautiful flower, so I'm going to put those to the side because that's what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using my beautiful Caran d'Ache pencils. Now, I am not a color specialist by all means, but I just love it, and so yeah, let's get started by stamping this beautiful flower. And I'm going to stamp that using my archival ink. So just gonna ink this up. Now I'm really gonna ink it up really well because this is quite a detailed stamp with a lot of fine dots. So yeah, that needs to be inked up really well. So that is inked up. I'm going to put that on my, oops, don't touch the camera with your nose, David. I'm going to stamp that on to my card, right there. And press that down. And give that ink some time to adhere to the paper. This is very smooth paper, so it should stamp beautiful, but you never know, right? Look at that, beautiful, love that. So I'm just quickly going to heat set that, make sure it's dry, and then we'll start with the coloring. So I've got some colors picked out, and I'm just going to make sure that they're all nicely sharpened. And I know people will ask, this is the Eye Point Evolution. I love this thing. Makes nice sharp points, and yeah. There we go. Now what I'm going to do first is, using the lightest green, I'm coming in here at the bottom and I'm going to color in my stem. Now I'm not pressing really hard, I'm just putting down some color. And then I'm coming in with a darker one from the side. I'm just going to blend that over a tiny bit, but that will come when I'm going to use the gamsol as well. I just want to put some pigment on there. Simple, right? Then with the yellow, I'm going to color in these, I don't know how to call these in English. The thingies. The thingamabobblies. If I don't know, it's a thingamabobbly. I just love this. I find it relaxing, coloring and blending. Now with this sort of limeish green, I'm just going to come in here at the bottom and add that. We'll give it some depth. Next, I'm going to start with my pink, and I'm just going to color in this flower. I'm just putting down some color and some pigment. I'm not doing much of a, I'm not pressing hard. That's what I wanted to say. I'm leaving the edge of the flower white. So I'm just leaving the tips of the flower. I'm not making them pink. And everything else will be pink. You know, one of these days, New Year's Day is one of these days that you just want to play, right? Not make big projects. At least that's my, that's how I look at it. Okay, so that is my first layer done. You see? Not nicely colored at all. I know that, but yeah, that's the plan. So next I'm coming in with the darker one, a darker pink, reddish, what is it? And I'm just, everywhere where there's a shadow, I will make it a bit darker. You see? That gives it dimension immediately. The same here. Same here at the bottom. And a bit here along the edge, because that's where a shadow would be, right? You can already see it come to life more because of the dark patches we bring in there. The darkness, the shadows. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect, please, because in nature, flowers aren't perfect. That's what makes nature so beautiful, I think. Now, let me have a look. Okay, here needs to be a bit more. Sometimes it's tricky to see. You just have to pick it up and... Yeah, I think I've got it all. So, I'm going to put my pencils to the side. And I'm going to get my gamsol out. Now I've got an empty pot of embossing glaze, and I've got a big bottle of gamsol, mineral spirit. That's what gamsol is. This is the brand, Gamblin Gamsol. It's 100% pure odorless mineral spirit. So what that will do, it will melt the wax that is in the pencils. Now I'm going to use blending stumps for that. So I'm going to sharpen those, make sure, look, there's some blue on there. I don't want blue in here, so I'm just going to use this sanding paper to get that color off. Make sure I have a clean blending stump. Then I'm going to put my stump in there and let it soak up the gamsol, because that will save you going back and forth, back and forth. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start here on the lightest part. Sorry, I'm going to start here on the yellow. I'm just going to activate those pencils and blend that out, and that will make it come to life even more. These beautiful pencils are very pigmented, and you can color with these without gamsol. Absolutely, these are fantastic pencils. I'm just not a fantastic drawer or coloring specialist, so this is how I do it, and I love how it turns out. So I'm going to start to blend in this limeish yellow, and then I'm going in with the darker green. I'm just going to blend that out, pull that color out a bit and blend it into the lighter part. And you see the beautiful blend you get? Easy peasy, right? So I'm just going to start here at the bottom with the darkest color. Activate that, and then with the other side I will activate the other pigment. There's still some blue on here, but it is what it is. How does Tim Holtz say that? You get what you get, you don't throw a fit, right? Just put on some more of the pink color to offset the blue. There we go. So that's fairly what I'm going to do to the whole flower. I'm just going to blend out this pencil that's on here and then slightly pull it out towards the edge, leaving the edge of the leaf white. Then I'm turning it around and I'm going to activate that darker pigment, creating that shadow, and then making sure it blends nicely, no harsh lines. So there we go. And again, it's not rocket science, it's no hard work, it's no color specialist, etc. Just have fun. And just very lightly pulling that color up towards the tip, blending it out to, well, nothing, and leave that edge white. I love how this flower is coming out. It's the first time I'm coloring it, and I absolutely adore it. Absolutely love this. So I will continue doing this, and you will see the end result when I'm done. Now this is already really pretty, right? I just noticed I've got a bit missing there, but I'll fix that. What I'll do next, because I think every leaf should have a bit of, well, it shouldn't. I like it when it has a bit of yellowish green in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just on the edge of every leaf, I'm just going to scribble on a bit of yellow, and that will give it, yeah, just that extra dimension. So I'll do that. You can already see it. It's almost like it's glowing, right? I love that. So I will just go around, do all the edges, and then I will come in with my gamsol again and blend that color out into that pink. Okay, so I've touched all the tips of the leaf. I'm coming in with my gamsol. I'm just going to activate that yellow and blend that in a tiny bit so there's no harsh line. Okay, so I've blended all the bits in, and look at that. It's like the flower is almost glowing. I love this. I absolutely love this. So I'm going to close up my gamsol, the little pot. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut this out. Just going to fussy cut around that, and then I will put that onto my card front because I stamped it a bit too much that way. So I will do that, and then we will assemble the card. So here is my finished cutout flower. Now I'm not the world's best fussy cutter, so what I'm doing is I'm taking a Sharpie and I'm just going to go coming in from the behind, going to color the edge. Now why am I coming in from behind? Because if I slip, I get a thing on the back and not on the front. You know what I mean? So I don't mess it up. So that's why I'm coming in from the side, just taking away all the white that I might have left, or creating some black where I cut away too much. And that really just makes it look like a perfect fussy cut. And there is my finished flower. I love how this one turned out. So let's get my card front out. There are a couple of things that I want to do because I want to make this look a bit more grungy than it is. Just need a scrap piece of paper, because I love a bit of grunge to it. Now that's me. You can leave it like this. And I know some people will scream, don't do it, don't do it. But I just love the view of it. So I'm just going to ink up this text stamp that I'm also going to use as a sentiment. And what I'm doing is I'm stamping it off, and then I'm stamping on the flower. Just giving it some structure. So again, inking it up, stamping it off, and putting it on the flower. There. I just love the structure and the grunge that gives it. So, next I'm gonna stamp on my card base. And I'm gonna do that with archival again. And I'm just gonna position that here at the bottom. There we go. And stamp. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice and sharp. And then this flower is going to be right there. So I'm going to get some foam squares. I'm going to pop this up ever so slightly. So these are on there, and I'm just going to peel off that backing, which is very easy with these foam squares. That's why I love them. And I'm just going to hover over this, making sure I don't go too high or too low. There we go. And here we have it. A very simple and clean card, but I love how it turned out. I love the coloring, I love the crunch on the structure on the flower. Yeah, I think this turned out really well. For a first project in the year, I'm really happy with it. I love it. I love this saying. So yeah, that's what we keep doing. We gotta keep moving. And that's my motto for the year. Keep trying new things, keep developing. That's what it's about for me. Right. This was the final result. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel, because that would really make my day. Thank you for watching this one, and I would love to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.